Alright boys, Deus 2 version 2.00 9-inch coil. Now what I'm going to show you here, you put as much stock into it as you want to. Okay, it's something those sharpshooters seeing with this detector, and you might employ this in the wild. You might dig a find you couldn't touch with any detector. Even the mighty Deus 2 running, let's just say 6.8 disc, 0 silencer, any program. Now, some people may laugh at what I'm going to show, but old sharpshooter's going to show this, okay? That's one of them old rusty colonial nails an old buddy of mine sent me, Southern Relics Adventures, okay? I've got the FET turned on this machine. Sensitive FT. We're at 0 disc, full tones, or I think I may be in 5 tones. I'll look here. Yeah, I'm in 5 tones. We'll just leave it there, okay? We have no notch. Silencer's at 2, okay? No notch, silencer's at 2. Notice what that nail is reading there. You see that in that meter? Okay, it reads about 5 and 6. We're going up with the disc. We're going to take it up to where a person traditionally runs this machine. 6.8. Now what happens when we sweep the nail? You see that? A 3. Alright? And you get to hear that signal there, iron tone. That's what you'd hear in the wild. Alright? Now, I'm going to take this nickel right here, put it right there. You see that right there? I don't think there's a metal detector that will traditionally hit that nickel right there, any size coil. Even that Deus 2 right there, as good as it is. You hear that iron tone coming over that nickel there, right? Okay, so now we're going to go back in here. We're going to dial this disc back down to 0. Alright? You hear that? Look at that ID in the window there. Notice what's happened. Oh, the ID is 2. But when I remove the nickel, what happens to the ID? You see that? Now, I've got a silver dime over here, and I've got a small 10-karat gold ring, and believe it or not, it behaves just like this nickel, what I'm going to show you. Okay? So now we've got a 5 in the meter with no non-ferrous target down there. Okay? So let me turn this camera off briefly. Okay, camera's back on. I'm still at 0 disc. What I've done is I went down and notched out 04 to 09. So now I'm going to sweep down the barrel of that old colonial nail there. Now I'm in 5 tones. You hear that? Boom, boom. What happens when I take the old nickel away? El Zippo. You hear that? So in the wild, I could run this machine. Not a lot of iron may come in, at 1, 2, and 3. So in the wild, if I heard that right there, and I wonder if I turned on this right here. Uh-oh, look at there. Okay, now I'll go ahead while I'm here. We'll drop this old silver mercury dime in here, okay? Again, that right there, I don't think there's a detector traditionally that would probably hit that, okay? You hear that signal? And again, if I take the dime away, we don't hear anything, okay? Now, this is not a fail-safe, foolproof way to metal detect, okay? Now, I am going to come over here without a non-ferrous target there and let you hear this detector. So when you get out here on some of this iron, you get to hear that. But the thing is, again, if you heard that, you would turn. If you turn, you didn't hear anything, you could say, well, okay, no non-ferrous target there, odds are, okay? But when we when we're coming from this angle right here. You see that? Okay, here's this small 10-karat gold ring. See it in there? You hear that? And again, we remove that ring. See what I've got for an ID. So this machine with the non-ferrous target there tends to read lower. It don't read higher in that direction. Come over here and you see what we got. So this would be something to get you to turn on some targets, okay? Now, it's not entirely impossible, okay? We'll see if we can do this here. We'll just leave that little gold ring in there. Okay, there's the gold ring. I'm going to transition back here to the fast program. 6.8 disc. There's a sizer 1. You don't hear that gold ring. You ain't got a clue it's down there. See there? You hear iron tone. Now we're going to come over here. Now I've got that nail over there. Have I cut that ring off? Well, we can still hear it. We can still hear that in the fast program. Alright. Sensitive FT. We get to 71 in the meter. We can hear it. Now it's not the best of signals because it's got this nail over here. But what I'm saying is there's a possibility you could cut this ring off where you couldn't even get signal on it running the fast program, okay? You might not even get a signal on it. That may be hitting the nail there. Because this nail here, you know, let's turn the size up to 2. I'll move the ring a little farther over here. Alright. So now we don't get anything in the fast program, and now we're going to come over here. So we still get some signal right there, okay? We're going back to sensitive FT. So I'm getting signal there, and I'm getting signal over here. So this signal right here may be the one. Now this is 5 tones. And what I will do in this video, I'll go to full tones, because this works in full tones. The only thing is, you're going to be listening for an iron tone. Hear that? That's an iron tone, but remember you got your notch in your machine, so you're not going to hear a lot of iron. Okay, then we'll come over here. You hear it hitting that gold ring. Okay. Now let me turn this camera off briefly. Alright, camera back on. Now I'm over here. There's quite a bit of iron in this little area here. This is the fast program with a factory notch. Speed 2.5, silencer 2, the iron volume's on. Unless you hear this machine. Alright, we're going to transition to sensitive FT. 0 disc, 5 tones, notch of 4 through 9, silencer of 2. Okay, what does it sound like? Okay, so my opinion, you know, you could use this right here, okay? A lot of iron in here, boys. I'll transition back to fast, right fast. Alright. I just thought I would share, you know, you might find that little tip there useful in a hard hunted side, okay? Might get you to stop and turn on a target and you might hit the jackpot. You never know.